Hello, Gillian Ontopa. My name is Gwegfina Nkorishpa. Haven't you heard about Focal Online TV?
You say Focal Online TV?
Focal Online TV is located within a Topo Village community along the Japanese Highway.
Tell me more about the platform.
This platform, called Focal Online TV Daily Edition of Inside the Print Media, does not encourage any form of dialogue between the viewers and the presenters.
Oh, you mean nobody calling there?
No, you can't call on a show. Let me talking out like when we're no calling there. So all you can do is you will listen to the news, and they can also encourage you to buy the newspaper to listen to the news in details.
But do you do viewer recognition at times?
Oh yes, we do viewer recognition. When you are watching, we notify you, and sometimes we even appreciate you on a show, telling you thank you for always following us. We also encourage you to share the live stream, because the more you share the live stream, we transform and we transition ourselves as a broadcast team as well.
Wow. So when can I better get this program you are talking about?
This program is aired every Monday to Friday at 10 a.m. to 10:45. The program runs for 45 minutes.
Wow.
And guess what?
Wow.
We bring you hot stories of our trending situation within our country, Liberia. Imagine hearing stories from Hot Pepper newspaper, from the Daily Observer newspaper, from Front Page Africa. Are you a lover of Front Page Africa?
Oh yes, I'm a lover of
Front Page Africa, and the Women Voices, and a lot more. Not forgetting international news, BBC,
Wow.
CNN.
Good morning, folks. Good evening, good afternoon, and compliments of the season as we bring to you our own season greetings from Focal Online TV. We'd like to say a Merry Christmas and prosperous New Year. We are hoping that this New Year brings you tidings. And of course, you celebrated the Christmas yesterday all over the world. It was amazing. Some homes were filled with tears. We got information around the source that the LRA Director, Authority Commissioner General is dead. He died during the course of last week. I think earlier this week it was announced either Sunday, it was announced something like that. But of course, we are grateful to God to have celebrated the Christmas, and we are back again here, folks, to bring to you information relating to our country, Liberia, and the war at large. So this morning, in studio along with my co-presenter, his name is Kelly Zopa, and we're here this morning to fill you in on all of the information we have gathered from last week, including this information relating to Liberia. So Kelly Zopa, how do you feel this morning?
Well, it's actually great to be here, especially during the course of the season. Yesterday was such a kind of fantastic celebrations. Christians and followers of Jesus Christ, people who believe in the Christian's doctrine, were actually celebrating the day believed to be the day Jesus Christ was actually born. So it was actually very fantastic celebrations.
Yeah, it was an amazing one. So how did you celebrate it from your end?
Well, I seized that particular moment and yesterday to do a lot of sober reflections and taking into account how God has been very magnanimous to me from the month of January up to present. Even though the year hasn't ended, it is time for us to remember. There were all observations that I did, you know, just as what we were discussing few days ago pertaining to the precautionary measures. I saw a lot of parents abandon their children, and children were just helter scatters in all of those places. So since they I haven't heard any terrible information relative to accident or any situations. But it is actually great to be back here to fill our people in as it relates to our country.
Okay, folks, Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. My Christmas celebration was as cool as I wanted it. I slept a lot because I needed to rest. And I was grateful, and I'm still grateful that me and my family were able to see another Christmas. It's not an easy thing to be alive from January to December, not being sick, not being involved in a tragic accident, and all of those things. So you come to a place of listening and give gratitude to God when you reach to that point of the year that we celebrate Christmas and New Year. And I'm sure and I'm convicted that I'm going to go over this year along with my family, my friends, and my loved ones. So let's start to speak the word prosperity over our life. Let's try to speak about those things positively, like we will see the we're together, no one pushing against our family will prosper as well. So folks, let's start into our information this morning, our news source. We have Daily Observer newspaper, we have Newtown newspaper, we have the Hot newspaper, we have Inquiry newspaper, and Front Page Africa this morning. So we have roughly about five newspapers in studio. News are not really bulky. I think the news writers are on vacation as well. But
Definitely, that was the same thing I experienced on yesterday. Like, New don't have absolutely nothing on their platform yesterday. All of those stories were all belated,
yes,
and
related
stories.
story. Well,
Yeah.
hopefully we try to get something from there.
Mhm.
So if you are rushing to LEC because you are facing some technical problems, just so you know, LEC is closed. LEC resume on Wednesday, which is December 27th. So by tomorrow, LEC is officially open. They are on break, so you did not get them. Right now, if you have technical problem at home with your leader or whatever it is, you cannot go to LEC office this morning and find people there to help you with your service. No, they will be resuming offices on Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, December 27th. Just so you know, this is not part of our new platform, but we are
Just
celebrating, so
elevating the
we have
distance.
going to give you important information. So, of course, the Observer newspaper says found ex-Chief Justice others guilty. Where found Chief Justice caught in others guilty. So this is from the Daily newspaper. Another one says Liberia Revenue Authority Commissioner General is dead. Liberia Revenue Authority Commissioner General is dead. This is from the newspaper. New Dawn says we are pardoned Samuka and others. We are pardoned Samuka and others. New Dawn newspaper says that Lone Star sell MTN powers at risk youth. Lone Star sell MTN empowers at risk youth. This is so welcoming, and I mean, we appreciate you a whole lot, yourself, for this initiative that you have taken. Inquiry newspaper says AFL's peacekeeping mission in Mali. AFL finds, AFL's peacekeeping mission in Mali. And we move quickly to Front Page Africa. Leonardo Topa, can you fill us in from Front Page Africa newspaper,
All
please?
right, most definitely. Front page Africa newspaper. Africa Investment Leaders Forum and a war aim to celebrate SNS and foster connection. That is from Front Page Africa newspaper. And let's move over to
Hot pepper.
the Hot Pepper newspaper. Liberian women receive United States President's Lifetime Achievement Award. I will read that again. Liberian woman receives a United States President's Lifetime Achievement Award. And that is all from my end. It's back over to you.
Okay, thanks to you, Kaylin Donzopra, for this information. So, we will dive into our news reading from the Daily 7 newspaper. Jury finds ex-Chief Justice Scott and others guilty. This is from the Newtown newspaper, and Newtown newspaper serves as our source of information for today. Former Chief Justice Usu Scott, along with three other members, has been found guilty of the murder of Shalom Usu relative. The verdict, delivered by a majority of the jury, concluded the 5-month grueling trial that included charges of murder, criminal conspiracy, and rape of false alarms to law enforcement officer. During the trial, the prosecution successfully argued that Shalom's death was premeditated while the defense sought to cast doubt on such claims. We, the trial jurors, in the case, after careful consideration of the evidence, hereby agree that the defendants are judged guilty of the crimes of murder, criminal conspiracy, and raising a false alarm to law enforcement officers. 11 out of 12 jurors said in the ruling after waiting for an hour. The jury's verdict came after 5 months of listening to the ruling arguments from both the prosecution and defense lawyers, which each party presenting a compelling narrative, gripping testimonies, and a thorough examination of evidence to outweigh each other. But after the juries, the prosecution presented more compelling evidence that detailed the events leading to the child's untimely death. Witnesses, forensic experts, and law enforcement officials in the mind of the jurors collaborated in the case against the accused, presenting a convincing narrative that left little room for doubt, fueling the majority guilty verdict on all charges. Musu, a niece of the former Chief Justice, was found stabbed to death in the night hours of February 22nd in the home of Lika Luminary. Scott and her co-accused blame the death on an alleged assassin or intruder who they claim escaped after the incident or the accident had taken place. However, months after a thorough examination of the crime scene, the government on June 12th indicted Scott and three other family members for murder, criminal conspiracy, and giving a false alarm to police. The government, in its indictment, claimed that in the night hours of February 22nd at about 10 p.m., Dr. Gloria Scott, Gertrude Nixon, Alice Johnson, and Rebecca User Wisner, with criminal intent armed themselves with a sharp instrument believed to be a knife and pepper spray, and willfully, intentionally, purposely, and maliciously inflicted several bodily injuries on Charlotte Musu, including her chest, right hand, left thigh, and left armpit, leading to her death and thereby committing the crime of murder. This is how we transition to another story under the Daily Observer newspaper. Liberia Revenue Authority Commissioner General is dead. Liberia Revenue Authority Commissioner General is dead. Thomas Dona, the Saviour Society icon, who transitioned from his role as an anti-corruption activist to spearhead national revenue generation as Commissioner General of the Liberia Revenue Authority, smashing the next day revenue records, has passed away. Naya had a bout of tumor cancer and received treatment in India for a few months. In a statement, the LRA said it was deeply saddened to learn through family sources about the passing of Commissioner General Thomas Dona, who had been on medical leave. Our healthfelt condolences extend to his wife, family, and loved ones. The executive management, staff, and employees of LRA joined together in offering prayers for the peaceful repose of CG soul. We mourn this irreparable loss and extend our heartfelt sympathies during these difficult times, the family added. Now turning at the LRA saw several reforms that streamline tax administration, raising the bar of revenue collection from US 400 million to US 700 million, the highest in the country history in 2021. Between 2016 and 2021, his administration collected an aggregate domestic revenue as 1.954 billion, well above the US 1.796 billion collected in the previous 4 years, 2014 to 2017. Colleagues remember Na as a visionary leader and a man of integrity, whose legacy extends beyond his public sector achievement as a champion of anti-corruption measures. He joined LRA in 2018 as an experienced civil society active and financial sector professional who had worked and advocated for improved governance system in post-conflict Liberia. He was reappointed to his post by President Biya in 2022 after his first 4 year tenure came to an end. Now work as program lead at the Carter Center and executive director of the Center for Transparency and Accountability in Liberia, Center, which he co-founded. Center is now the national chapter of Transparency International (TR). He also worked in the economic and commercial section at the United States Embassy in Monrovia, contributing to the restitution of economic governance structures and institutions in post-war Liberia. He was actively involved with the impactful work of the Multi-Partner Governance Initiative, Governance Economic Management Assistance Program GAMAP, KMAP, and the establishment of the Liberia Extractive Industrial Transparency Initiative, LEITR, emphasizing the necessity of a transparent and accountable regime in natural resource exploitation. This is how we move over to Kelly Dunfupa, who will fill us in from the inquiry newspaper.
Thank you, Griffin Sipai, for filling us in as it relates to the development that you just read. So the Inquirer newspaper, AFL ends peacekeeping missions in Malay. President George Weah has hailed Liberia's delegation to Malay for the successful end of the Memusa mission ceremony. The historic ceremony, which took place at the Barclay Training Center in Central Monrovia, followed 10 years of Liberia's participation in the United Nations Peace Support Operation to Malay. Speaking at the occasion, President Weah stressed that the event also commemorated the successful end of the missions of armed forces of Liberia in the UN multi-dimensional integration stability missions in Malay. We must honor the brave and dedicated men and women of the armed forces of Liberia present here today, and all those helping to keep our nation safe, he emphasized. Speaking at the closing ceremony, President Weah encouraged the AFL to continuously be committed to their responsibility while also ensuring international peace. According to him, he has no doubt following the remarkable achievement of members of the armed forces of Liberia in Mali, both at the level of the troops and as well as military staff officers, that they are on the path to greatness in international peacekeeping. President Weah indicated that AFL personnel resilience was not only tested in the field of harsh and arid climate, but also when they withstood two waves of infected diseases outbreak, namely Ebola and COVID-19, adding that the country and its people are glad that its contingent did not record a death during this outbreak. I wish to inform you that with the support of the central government, the AFA has been gradually meeting the various logistical and operational requirements of the United Nations, and these include, among other things, armored personnel carriers, isolated vehicles, and self-sustaining equipment to help the troops achieve their goals effectively, he noted. The, gov- the government, he disclosed, provided in the national budget for fiscal year 2022 an initial amount of 700,000. At the same time, provided SIM at the Ministry of National Defense to support the troops deployed in peacekeeping Operation Zoom. However, he was quick to point out that despite this intervention, there are still remain some challenges for the troops in the field. The Liberian leader indicated that it is his hope that in the coming administration will continue from where he has stopped in order to prepare the AFF for more peacekeeping operations. He then paid special tribute to the fallen officer, Usman Sharif, and all others who were wounded in Malay. The CRC told the members of the armed forces that their peacekeeping operations in the field, specifically over the years, signify that they have contributed to peace, attained knowledge and experience, especially in countering terrorism operations. Interoperationality with partners, discipline, and professionalism, stating that we owe them a debt of gratitude. You are now the beacon of hope not only for Liberia but the region and beyond, continuing to be of service, he added. Reflecting further, he stated that the new airfield was inducted into the peacekeeping mission operation on June 23, 2013, as part of the African-led international mission to Mali, which later morphed into the United Nations multi-dimensional integrated stability missions in Mali on July 1, 2013, on the UN resolution 2,100, according to him. The participation of Liberia into the peacekeeping mission marked Liberia's first peacekeeping mission following the end of the Civil War. With this being said, this is how we will push it over to Grafina for the continuation of other news from different papers.
So take this from New Dawn newspaper. Before I proceed, all of you watching us, we love you and we appreciate you here on our platform. All we want you to do is, when you are watching us, kindly share our live stream. Please follow and like for our TV and share our live stream as well. Make use of our comment section. You are watching us. Tell us how you spend your Christmas. We want to know. Our viewers are our major priority. So we encourage you to kindly make use of our comment section. Tell us where you are texting us from, and then just tell us how you spend your Christmas. We have a lot of people viewing us this morning, and I feel honored to be here in studio having you all here with me. Talk Out Online TV. Appreciate you so much, and it's our fervent prayer that we can somehow take another train with all our viewers in the sooner day. But of course, let's go back to the papers we have here from the New Dawn newspaper. We are pardoned Sabukala and others. President George Weah on Thursday, December  21, issued an executive pardon to 101 convicts, including former National Defense Minister J. Browning Samuga Jr., former Deputy Defense Minister for Administration Joseph P. Johnson, and the former Controller Mr. Human Doko. The former government officials were also released